Greetings and salutations, how's everybody doing? So, I have a question for you. You know, Doctor Who has been on for quite a long time. You know, it started in the 60s, so, and it's still going on. Hopefully. So, but, here's a question for you. Is Doctor Who still for kids? Huh. But before I answer that, though, I have a question for you. I think I do. We are... For you. So, honestly, yeah, like, Doctor Who, like, started back in 1963. It originally started with William Hartnell, and, you know, we have gone through 14 actors who have played the role, and, you know, Gawa is currently the 15th actor to play the character. I have, like, say, my perspective on this is, like, say, yes, Doctor Who has always had, in a way, had its sense of, like, say, yes, it has always had a sense of, like, say, okay, this can be silly, because, like, it has always been, in a way, a show that, you know, families can watch, you know, or parents can watch with their kids.
What a monster! What the deuce is it?
It's a plesiosaurus.
What?
It's incredible. If this really is 1926, the plesiosaurus has been extinct for 130 million years.
Because, yes, when we look back at, like, say, even when, like, say, the show first started, like, you know, like, whether it was, like, say, as it went along when it was starting its position, yes, the show had its moments of, like, say, spooky scariness. And all that. But at the same time, there was still an idea of, like, say, hey, yes, it could be scary or have a sense of suspense to it, but it would still be something like, say, hey, like, by today's standards, it'd be something like, say, like, a parent taking their kid to, say, like a very, pushing it envelope PG film.
What is it?
One of the creatures that have been destroying the ships.
You told me it was enemy agents.
Or so like that. Like, say, you're to see Gremlins for the first time. But by today's standards, like, say, after the reboot of it, I would say, yes, the show can still be for kids. At the same time, it can also be for teenagers. In that, like, looking back, like, say, there would be, like, say, new concepts that a show would go through, like, the ideas of existentialism, the ideas of, like, say, hey, relationships, the ideas of, like, say, hey, the destruction of Earth, and all that stuff. And, so, yeah, like, there will be, or even the ideas of dread, like, the Weeping Angels, or other types of horrors that, and all that. Because, like, say, yes, the show would have, like, say, the Daleks and all that, but at the same time, the show could still be something that would be, like, yes, it could be having some goofy moments where the Doctor was just being sometimes a goober.
Now, all I've got to do is pass as an ordinary human being. Simple. What could possibly go wrong?
Have you seen you?
So you're just going to be snide? No helpful hints?
Well, here's one. Bow tie. Get rid.
Bow ties. Ah, cool.
But at the same time, I do think that the show could be something that could be, that kids could watch it but at a certain age. Not like, I don't really think, like, say, if you're, like, say, a 5, like, someone, like, if your parents are sticking their young kid, like, say, like, 5 or something like that, I'd be feeling the same. It's a bit too young, because, like, say, even when we look back at it, there can be some moments of the show, like, even, like, say, the most recent era, when it comes to, like, say, like last year's Christmas special, like say when the goblins are taking kids and all that stuff. I'd like say, yeah, I'm sure like say a young child would probably find this like say,
I'm the doctor, and this is my friend, Ruby Sunday. And I would just like to say... Why stop singing? Rocket Janice!
oh, that looks scary, especially like say the visuals and all that. Yeah, I'd say, especially like say for Doctor Who, I'd say that show would be something that parents can watch with their kids, and at the same time, it would still be something that, like, they would like say, huh, like the ratings board, there'd all be something that like hey, beware, this episode might have a bit more of a pushing of the edge. And yeah, I feel like say yes, the show could be sometimes for kids, but at the same time it can also be for the adults, it can also be for teenagers. Anyway, Doctor Who is a show that can be for all ages. Not just for kids, because when I think I get like with the idea of like say, is this a show for just for kids? I'm sure you're probably thinking like say very like young material, but no. It's a show that, like, say, kids could watch, but at the same time, it could be something like, say, an older kid could be, or, like, say, the parent could be like, say, oh, well, this is fairly interesting. And they can explain the ideas of it. It's going on. Like, if it's suddenly talking about, like, say, hey, World War II, and, like, say, hey, who are the Beatles, and all those things. But yeah, I think Doctor Who is a show that is a show for kids. At the same time, it's for all ages. But that's just what I think about it. What's your thoughts? Do you think Doctor Who is a show that can be for kids? Or is it just for everyone? See you next time.